All right, so hey, this is Rockman. Welcome back. We are so late night. Um, whoa. Um, so yeah, if you're just watching the podcast for Wheel of Fortune, you clicked on it because it said Star Trek Wheel of Fortune. This is a ROM hack of Wheel of Fortune NES made by Zoda and myself. Um, Obviously Star Trek themed, and has episode titles and characters and all that stuff. We've streamed it before. We're streaming it again. This is also a late night stream. I was doing some Top Racer collection and actually ended that stream before midnight on April 22nd, and now it's after midnight, so now it's April 23rd, so now I'm streaming on a completely different day. But yeah, this is a weird, unusual late night stream from me. Don't usually do this anymore, but we said we were going to have a pizza party. Spoilers, I don't have any pizza. We're going to be Barry, named after Barry Leitch, the genius composer. So yeah, how's everybody in chat doing? Actually, I have... Here's a topic of conversation, Zoda. Holy shit, apostrophe. Last night, I came across a YouTube video that it was about Super Mario Sunshine speedrunning. And it was about some weird category called, like, Max... sorry to hear that, Doom. Like, max percent pre-Peach or something is basically how many shines can you get before Peach gets kidnapped at the beginning of the game. And then, like, by the end of it, it was talking about some, like, crazy, insane glitches. Like, I'm sure Doom doesn't know about this, but, oh god, is this La'an Noonien Singh? There were some crazy glitches where, like, you get shot up in the air in Delfino Plaza so high that it takes you an hour to fall down to the shine sprite that you're going for 4 times, first of all. But then, like, that's how it was originally, but then it was like, oh no, people came up with a different method finally. And it involves, like, jumping up in the air and putting barrels getting stuck in midair and then jumping off of them. It was, like, nutso. You ever heard of anything like that? I'm Googling La'an Noonien Singh, the character from Strange New Worlds, just to make sure that that is the correct way to spell her name, because we've had problems with this in the past. It looks like that's definitely what it is. All right. Well, here's more hypothetical questions. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that all of us were having a pizza party. We're getting pizza from Domino's or Home Run Inn Pizza, or the name of that place that Fish likes to go to. That I forget the name of. So my question is, Fish, Zoda, Doom, Rockman, what toppings do you guys want on your pizza party pizzas? I want sausage and mushroom. What about you guys? You can pick whatever you want, but don't pick pineapple, though. We're going to have so many pizzas, anyone can get multiple pizzas. It's a pizza party over here. But no fucking pineapple. Alright, I'm just double checking that that's the correct way to pronounce, to spell it according to Google. Yay, we spelled it correctly. Pepperoni, mushroom, olive. A couple of years ago, I would have said I don't like that, but now I think maybe I do like olives on pizza. Maybe. You're also saying pepperoni, mushroom, and olive with sausage? Wow. Maybe I should try that. Oh, we got more apostrophes over here. I've never had a meatball pizza. You know, I've actually never had a meatball sub either. Oh, this is Devon. This is a character from Lower Decks. I need to Google to figure out how her name is spelled. Ravis and I tried a Greek pizza like last year, I think. It definitely did not have spinach on it, though. Of course, I mean, well, it's no surprise that we're talking about food, so you guys can get mad at me if you want. Um, but yeah, I guess I don't know why I haven't had a meatball sub. I mean, I love meatballs and I love subs. But I do make my fettuccine with meatballs because I'm too lazy to. I basically buy frozen meatballs and I like them so much that I'm too lazy to make. I mean, I've in the past I have made broccoli and uh, not so much chicken, but sometimes shrimp. But I'm so effing lazy that it's much easier to just make meatballs. I bet you could do Toho Wheel of Fortune, Doom. That doesn't have English words. Holy shit. How about this, Doom? Here's an episode title. You like these words? You like them apples? How do you like them meatballs? Yeah. There was there was a video game of Apples to Apples on the Xbox 360 Live Arcade, and then they shut the servers down. It was such a good game, and Apples to Apples is one of my favorite board games, and to have it in video game form was so great. And now it's like no S's. Wow. But yeah, I mean, you guys know that I'm certainly not much of a cook. Um, wow, Doom, you solved it. Holy shit! Oh, there's E's, 6 E's. Because I remember Doom telling me the other day that his mother cooks every meal, Whereas, like, hold on, gotta solve this first. But it's like my mom does some cooking. She's certainly not as good a cook as Doom's mom, clearly. But my point is that when I decide what I want to eat and we go to the grocery store, there are some things, some dishes on a theoretical list that my mom makes, and there's not very many. It's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. But so there's a short list of things that she would make. Then there's a short list of things that I would make. So I just have to decide, like, oh, what do I feel like doing this week? So like for example, tuna casserole is something that my mom would do, or tuna rotini, which is a different thing, or meatloaf. And sometimes, it's like she makes the meatloaf ahead of time, and then I put it into the oven, right? But then the things that I make, which again aren't very much, illustrative veggie. Like 20 years ago, I used to make myself stir fries, and then I stopped doing that. Well, now I guess I'm kind of doing it again because I made a stir fry again tonight. And then, what the fuck? Yeah, I guess I should have done that, but what the hell was the point of where I was going with this? So it's like, I guess the point was I'm not that good of a cook, but there's some things that I make, like I make pasta. Tonight I made a stir fry, so I can make a stir fry with beef or chicken. That's the point where we're at, and then I can make 3 different types of pasta, except it's all the same. Like, I make spaghetti with red sauce and meatballs, or I make fettuccine with Alfredo sauce and meatballs, or I make bucatini with an Asian sauce and meatballs. So it's like every time the meatballs is the same, they're just frozen meatballs. It's 3 different types of pasta, but it's all basically the same. You just put it in the fucking boiling water, it's the same, right? And then just the sauce is different. And then I get like 3 different experiences, kind of. Anyway, I'm such a great, okay. I don't think we're solving this. This is this stream is not about Star Trek or Wheel of Fortune, even though it's Star Trek Wheel of Fortune. This stream is about me talking to you guys at midnight and saying things that I shouldn't say about my life and saying stupid things because, yeah. I think I tried that, Doom, and I think it was like the first time I had gochujang, and I don't think I hate it, but I don't think I cared for it, so I don't think I got it again. But if it's the one I remember, I think I like the pork. Yeah, we didn't get that, but that's okay. Barry needs to get a new sports car, clearly. And yeah, that's the other thing too is, well, I mean, you guys want to know what I eat on a daily basis, right? I mean, that's important to know, right? Well, when I wake up every day, which is around 12 noon, I have what for most people would be lunch, but for me it's kind of breakfast. And 99% of the time I have these Jimmy Dean frozen sausage biscuits. Because honestly, for most of my life, like I am not a morning person. And when I wake up in the morning, like I'm not only am I tired and groggy and pissed off, but my stomach just does not feel like it can tolerate certain things. Like there's only certain things I feel like I can tolerate first thing in the morning. And so once I find something like that, like the sausage biscuits that are stupidly easy to cook in the microwave, by the way, probably totally unhealthy, but I've gotten into a I don't know if you'd call it a rut, where basically I'm eating that 99% of the time. But then I try to have as much nice dinners as I can. But then the third meal of the day, I usually eat at 10 p.m., which, like tonight when I first started the stream, it was my time to eat. So that's why I quickly ate those Cinnamon Toast Crunch toast things, because that's my meal. But a lot of times I will have frozen meals like what Doom is talking about. So there's definitely a number of brands of frozen meals that I get, and there's definitely different types of meals that I get, and I'm not going to list them all, but I could, but I won't. But you guys don't care, but I could list them. I could tell you what I get, but why would you guys care? Well, Doom told me what he got from P.F. Chang's. I don't know. I guess it depends on the brand, too. I would have to look. um, I don't usually get Healthy Choice. I don't think that's a brand that I get. I'm trying to remember. Shit, I can't remember. Shattered is the name. Well, it's fucking Scotty or somebody is solving it already. One of the ones that I like a lot is like Sesame Chicken. I can't remember the brand though. So the Sesame Chicken, like what's in it? Like noodles, chicken with sesame, I guess, and some vegetables. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's this brand of Asian like fried rice. It's called Taipei is the brand, and it comes in a weird looking package. Like you would know it if you saw it. What I'm talking about. And I remember somebody I can't remember who. Somebody like a year or two ago was talking about it in chat, and they were like, "I tried this Taipei brand fried rice, and like they've got chicken fried rice, shrimp fried rice, maybe some other flavors, but mainly I just get those two." And like it's funny because on the front of the box it says that it has sauce, but like the person again I can't remember. Somebody on Twitch said it was like I had it and there was like no sauce at all. It had no flavor, and that's when I kind of realized that like yeah I ate it and I realized it had no flavor. So without even thinking about it, I had just like for years I had been just adding my own sauces to it. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, wait, that's because I add a bunch of stuff to it. Otherwise, it's bland as shit. So if you get this chicken fried rice or shrimp fried rice or whatever it is, like first I put soy sauce in there, and then I put some sort of spicy sauce in there, or seasonings, and I mix it all up in there, and I'm like, yeah, now it's good. But without that, it's just bland shit. Again, I can kind of picture it in my mind. Is it Healthy Choice, Doom, where they have... I'm sure they have like regular Healthy Choices, but then they also have this special thing called... They call them cafe steamers in quotation marks, and if you've had it, you kind of know what it is. Like, basically, like it in the bowl, all of the chicken and vegetables and solid stuff is in the bottom, and then on the top in a special dish is like the sauce. So then like you put it in the microwave and you cook it, and then when you take it out, what you're supposed to do is, or no, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. The sauce is on the bottom, and on the top is the stuff, and then you mix the solid ingredients with the sauce. I do kind of like some of those. Usually the Asian stuff. There's a spaghetti. I don't know if I've seen a spaghetti and meatball one. I can't remember the brand if it was Healthy Choice or not, but I bought a bunch of frozen meals last week. One of them was spaghetti and meatballs. One of them was chicken parm something or other. Oh, then you know what? There's another brand called Boston Market. I think has a line of frozen meals. Um, they're not great, and they take a long time to microwave. But sometimes I like some of them. Like that's the one where they have like a there's like a meatloaf and mashed potatoes or a Salisbury steak and mac and cheese, and those are okay. But again, I have to put my own seasonings on. I mean, I try to put my own seasonings on the meatloaf and stuff. The Hunted. Is there something we can talk about that's not food? I mean, not that talking about food is a bad thing, but I feel like Weird Al, like I'm being stereotyped. Like, remember when Weird Al was like, all he ever does is food parodies. All he ever talk about is food. Good job, Worf and Scotty. You fucked up. Sometimes I'll go to the store though, and I'll be like, you know what? This week, instead of getting the sausage biscuits or frozen stuff, I want sandwiches this week. So I'll get bread and almost always turkey, and have turkey sandwiches occasionally. I mean, here's something else I can complain about is, yeah, I mean, there's so many sandwiches that I like. Um, and a lot of times when I was a kid or when I was older and actually working, I would get bologna sandwiches because I like bologna and it's stupidly easy to make. Um, but I think Doom never. I think I would talk about getting bologna from the deli, and Doom was like, "I've never got bologna from the deli, right? That's what you said." But I'm like, bologna is really good if you can get it from a deli. But the point is, my stupid deli at my normal grocery store just doesn't have bologna anymore at all, ever. And I'm kind of upset about that. All right, bye, Fish. Thanks for being here. My mom loves salami sandwiches, and I love salami sandwiches too. But I usually just have salami and almost always mayo and just salami. That's it, no cheese. Um, but I love Swiss cheese. If I ever remember, I would certainly try salami and Swiss. I don't know if I'm ever going to remember to do that. I mean, I don't. Salami is something that I get very, very rarely to begin with. But I mean, whatever you get, whether it's turkey, ham, salami, bologna, it's probably better if you get it from a real good fresh deli. Of course, that's obvious enough. But hey, there's some brands that will do good enough if you're just looking for a food fix for the week. I do usually, if I don't care that much, I'll get whatever's cheapest because shit's expensive these days, right? Yeah. What the hell is that second word? I don't think it's any of those words. Oh yeah, the okay. Yes, yes, that's exactly it. Yes. I was, I was like, well, it's not a vowel. Maybe it's some weird alien Star Trek word. But then you came up with nth, and then I knew. So Zoda says turkey is his go-to for work. Doom said that salami and Swiss, that's your go-to. So I guess if I had to decide a go-to sandwich, um, I guess it would be turkey. Um, Turkey, mayo, Swiss cheese, and then if I can get it, lettuce and tomato. But if I'm making it at home, I'm usually too lazy to put the lettuce and tomato or get the lettuce and tomato. If I had the opportunity, yes. Otherwise, just turkey and Swiss. I would say that's my go-to sandwich. So we talked about go-to sandwich. We talked about go-to pizza toppings. So I got pepperoni, sausage, and olive. Is that what you said? And mushroom? Well, with it, I think Zoda said pepperoni and olive, and then Doom said with sausage, and then I was like sausage and mushroom. Um, oh, yeah, we could talk about ketchup. We could talk about mustard. I do like to also put pickles on my turkey sandwich as well. That's easy enough to do. Um, the what? I don't know what this is, but I'm. Oh, the escape artist. I don't remember a Star Trek episode named the Escape Artist, but I mean that's clearly what it is. I think. But like, if I'm making a sandwich for myself, I would almost always do mayo. I guess I would sometimes do mustard, and I've never put jalapenos on a sandwich, but like on a burger, yeah. That's the thing is like we were talking about. Hold on a second. It's funny, like, um, oh geez, this could be almost anything. Like, I didn't really know what pepperoncinis were until one day I got spaghetti carbonara and it came with pepperoncinis, and I was like, I like this, and it seems to work on it. It seems to work for me on like spaghetti. So when I have the spaghetti and meatballs, I don't normally put it on my own pasta that I make, but I put it on the frozen meals. You should try it with spaghetti because I think it's really good with spaghetti pepperoncini. But it's like we were talking about ketchup on Discord, And it's like, what do people normally put ketchup on? Well, let's forget about hot dogs. Forget about that. Obviously, fries and burgers, right? Um, is there other? Well, some people put ketchup on eggs. Okay, I've heard of that. I've never put ketchup on eggs. Never. But it's like, do I put ketchup on my burgers and my fries? No, not really anymore. Like if I'm having a burger and I'm making it myself and I'm deciding what to put on it, 9 times out of 10 I'll put mustard on it. Sometimes I'll put barbecue sauce or some sort of mainly just mustard or barbecue sauce. Like I'm not going to put mayonnaise on my burger. I'm not going to put ketchup on my burger. If I went to a fast food place and I had ketchup and mayonnaise, okay, that's what they put on there, but I wouldn't put that on there myself. Like again, if I'm making the burger, cheese, again, Swiss is my favorite, but almost any cheese works. Lettuce and tomato if I can get it. Pickles, I'll put pickles on there if I remember, but if there's not pickles, I'm not going to freak out. But again, I'm not going to put ketchup on a burger. Got it. But then the other thing is like French fries, and most people, tell me like even this, they're like, well, no matter what, it's like you put ketchup on fries, right? Ketchup on fries, and it's like I wouldn't not eat fries with ketchup, but more and more I find myself not. Like if I get fries at Portillo's, the fries at Portillo's are terrible. They need the cheese sauce. That's why I get the cheese sauce. I think the fries at Portillo's are terrible. If I get McDonald's fries, I don't go home and get ketchup and dip them in the ketchup. I just eat the McDonald's fries normally. Like 9 times out of 10, if I get fast food fries, I'm just gonna eat them and enjoy the fries the way they are without dipping them in ketchup. Like I've gotten to the point where I like the taste of potatoes and salt. I don't need to drench it in fucking ketchup. And I mean, unless the fries are like so shitty. But why are you eating shitty fries that need to be drenched in ketchup to be enjoyed? Like, if I went to a sit-down restaurant and they gave me a plate of fries and here's a thing of ketchup, then sure, I'll dip them in there and I'll probably enjoy it. But it's like, I'm not going to go out of my way or say that I need ketchup to enjoy my fries. I don't. But I mean, I'm the whole Chicago ketchup on hot dogs thing. That's its own thing. We're not talking about that. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Like, I'm not being some kind of tyrant about fries and ketchup. I just find it more and more myself as I grow older. I dislike ketchup and don't need it. But what do you guys think? Do you love ketchup on your fries and you wouldn't eat fries without ketchup? Tell me. This is a discussion here. This is a safe space for the most part. And sometimes I have tried to buy frozen French fries and cook them in my oven, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I need a sauce because those really aren't good without a sauce. But instead of using ketchup, I'll get fancy because I will get a bowl and I will mix ketchup and mayo, and then not just ketchup and mayo, but usually I do ketchup, mayo, and sometimes mustard, sometimes barbecue sauce, sometimes some sort of spicy sauce. Sometimes I'll put cayenne in there. I'll mix it all up. And because I'm just doing it randomly, sometimes it comes out good, and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm kind of like, do I know what the hell I'm doing here? 'Cause sometimes this ain't tasting so good. Well, it's like maybe you just didn't make the sauce properly, but I'm just throwing shit in a bowl and not even measuring it and hoping it comes out good. Garlic fries. I guess I don't think I've been to a restaurant that had garlic fries. which is kind of strange because that does sound good. I would totally try garlic fries. Hold on. I'm playing the game, but also trying to read chat. Huh. Hmm. Cool, cool. Have you guys ever, taken a bowl, mixed ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, barbecue sauce, and just mixed a bunch of stuff and said, let's try this and see what happens? Or is that just me? Um, I think the last word is changeling, but I'm not sure what the second word is. There's an episode called The Changeling, but this is the something changeling. Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying that before, Doom. Man, I wish I could know what it is. Maybe my fry sauce would be better when I just mix random shit together. Uh, well, let's get crazy here and buy a vowel. What the heck word is this? Oh, this is a. Oh my god! This whole time I thought this was the name of an episode. This whole time I thought this was the name of an episode. It's a character. Yeah, of course, yes, it's the female changeling. You know why she was called the female changeling? Because she was never given a name. Is it raining? Exactly like that. It's raining. Raining briefly. All right. Well, what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about for food? Let's see. We talked about pizza. We talked about sandwiches. We talked about burgers and fries. Corn dogs. Hey, Jolly, how's it going? Now, I never in my life had a corn dog. I didn't even know what it was, and I'm still not even sure I know what it is. Ratmus had a friend that he went to school with who refused to ever eat a corn dog and said they were horrible because one time he found a hair in his. So I never tried them, and I could have had one at Indiana Beach anytime I wanted, and I just never did. And now I don't know. Do I regret not trying a corn dog? If I ever had the opportunity to go to a fair or a place with Indiana Beach and I had the opportunity to try one, would I try one? Probably not of my own volition, but if somebody told me to, I probably would now, even though I definitely would not have as a kid. But Bunny was sort of implying that she loved Mexican food and didn't hate Chinese food, but maybe didn't like it as much or whatever. But I mean, for me, I'm the total opposite. Like there is, I am not from California. There is very little Mexican food is extremely low on my mom's list, and it's extremely low on my list. Probably because I did not grow up eating it. I grew up eating Chinese food, and you would much rather have a hot dog that you can bury with toppings. Well, there's a lot of toppings on a Chicago dog if you get everything, which you don't have to. I don't normally get everything, but you certainly can. Yeah. Song loves hibachi. I like hibachi too. Um, but yeah, that's another thing is like, yeah, oh, I know who this is. That's the other thing is like when I was a kid, I would just get the same thing every time. Like from the time I was born and became old enough to eat Chinese food until, oh God, I don't even know when, like probably when I was in my 20s at least, every time I would go to any Chinese restaurant, I would get one thing and one thing only: beef fried rice. That's it. When you think about eating nothing but that for 20 plus years, that's kind of lame and pathetic. There's so much more good stuff to try, and finally I did start trying it as an adult. And actually it's funny because a lot of people like orange chicken, and I don't really care for it. Like I don't get orange chicken. It's not something I care for. There's like the first thing I kind of branched out to was Mongolian beef because Ratmus would make Mongolian beef at home. So that's what I started getting at a Chinese restaurant was Mongolian beef. But then my Chinese restaurant nearby that had really great Mongolian beef went out of business. And it's most of the other places around here don't have very good Mongolian beef. A lot of them shove so much effing onions in there, it's hard to get them out of there. There's lemon chicken. I don't know. Yeah, I was talking. There's a sesame chicken that I get in a frozen meal, but um, again, there are certain things that I get. But what I really like getting now is chow fun, and it was my mom started getting shrimp chow fun, and she would get that over and over and over again recently. And one day I was like, "Hey, can I try this and see what it's like?" And I was like, "I really, really love this chow fun." I've had beef chow fun, chicken chow fun, shrimp chow fun, all three together chow fun. I've had pork chow fun. Like it's I love it. Um, Ratmus almost always gets General So's chicken, and I've also got that too sometimes when I feel in a mood like I want to be Ratmus. You know, this is a tech starting with you. So yeah, if there was one ethnicity or style of food, universal translator, I would pick Chinese food forever. If I could eat that every day, I probably would. And also, even when I order Chinese food from the restaurant, I'll put my own soy sauce on there and my own spicy sauce if I'm feeling spicy, which is 99.9% of the time. Oh, shit. Um, Universal. Maybe I haven't said this enough, but just like a year ago, Quack sent me some spicy chili crisp. And I think I said, Quack, I tried this spicy chili crisp, and is it... It said out of time. I was running out of time. I wasn't sure if it was OR or ER. The thing said I was out of time. I don't even think I hit the button, and I somehow it worked. Well, she feels spicy 0% of the time. But I don't know. What I was trying to say was, I tried the spicy chili crisp, and I think I said to Quack, like, this changed my life. And maybe I was joking at the beginning, but no. I think it literally changed my life. I would recommend everyone, unless you don't like spicy food for some reason, get a thing of spicy chili crisp. Get it, and try putting it on whatever food you think is appropriate. Because it is fucking game-changing, mind-blowing. It is not like the spicy chili crisp, at least the stuff that I get, it's not like, it's not insanely mind-blowingly spicy at all. Like, I have to put, like, I put a lot in, what the fuck is this? I'm trying to think of a person named... Oh, hold on. Who the fuck? I think I tried every vowel. I'm trying to remember a person's name in Star Trek that fits this, and who the fuck is that? And thank you, Jolly, for telling me that. Is that... Oh, okay. It's a frickin' Vulcan, of course. And she only has one name, and it's T'Lyn. She's a side character. She's not even a main character. She's a side character on Lower Decks. And I completely forgot about her. But anyways, what I'm trying to say before I completely move on is, like, when I say spicy chili crisp, like, this spice is not going to kill you. Like, I have to put several spoonfuls in my meal to even, like, get any kind of taste out of it, to be honest. Like, it's not something you need to be, like Doom, if you're trying it for the first time, it's not something you need to be careful with. Like, you're not going to blow out your palate. You can put a couple spoonfuls in there. At least in my opinion. All right, well, I figured we would stream this for about an hour, so how about one more game? Can we come up with some more stuff and food to talk about for one more game before you guys fall asleep here? Oh, I'm not entering RSTLNE. You know, this is my name. It's not my name, of course. My name isn't Barry. So yeah, I mean, I didn't know how Top Racer was gonna go. Like, I didn't know Doom if I was gonna be like, am I gonna stream Top Racer every night after Bunny? Clearly, that's not gonna be the case. Mexican rice or cilantro lime rice? Well, I don't think I would like cilantro lime rice at all. And as far as Mexican rice, I don't hate it. Um, Actually, you know what? There's a thing called Spanish rice, and I mean, well, I know it from rice aroni. There's a flavor of rice aroni called Spanish rice, and I saw it one day. Actually, this is kind of a funny story. So I was looking at the rice aronis, and I see Spanish rice, and I look at the instructions, and like I've had other rice aronis before. Like normally I would get like broccoli flavored or cheese flavored or something. And like the instructions are basically well, you put the rice in a microwave bowl and you put in this much water and you put in this much butter and you microwave it for this long, right? But the Spanish rice, when I looked at the directions, it was like, well, you put this in a bowl, you put this in here, and you can add an entire jar of salsa and cook it. And I was like, that sounds great. So I did that and I loved it. And it's not something I do all the time. Maybe like once or twice a year, I will get Spanish rice aroni. But the weird thing is like I swear, if you go to the grocery store now and you buy Spanish rice aroni, and you look at the instructions, it doesn't say anything about putting salsa in there. I think they changed it and took that instruction away, and I don't know why. Because I put salsa in there, an entire jar of salsa, and it's great. And then the funny thing is my mom saw me getting Spanish rice, and she was like, "Oh my God, I hate Spanish rice." Like, my mom had Spanish rice one time as a kid, and it wronged her in some way, and it disgusted her. And to this day, like whenever she sees Spanish rice or hears Spanish rice or sees me with Spanish rice, she gets like fucking disgusted and says it's the worst thing ever. I was like, no, it's good. Yes, Obi-Wan is definitely on Star Trek, and he definitely was in this episode. So yeah, the moral of the story is if you go to the grocery store and you get Spanish rice-a-roni, look at whatever the directions say, and also dump a jar of your favorite salsa into the bowl and microwave it that way. I like to have it as a side dish with meatloaf, personally. And another thing you might ask is, what do I put the spicy chili crisp on? Meatloaf is one thing, and then pretty much any like Chinese or rice dish, I think it would work in. Like I put it in my chicken and rice, and it's great. I put it in my beef and rice, and it's pretty good. You know, sometimes I'll put it in my Chinese food. It's good in there. Remember those Taipei frozen meals I was talking about that have no seasoning, and you got to put your own seasoning in there. I put it in there. It's good. I've never tried it on a burger, but it would probably be good on a burger. Regular brats, beer brats, or regular brats? That's a good question, Jolly. I don't think Doom can answer it because I think he's only had one type of turnabout intruder brats. But I think I've had beer brats, and I've had stuffed brats. Yeah, stuffed with cheese. I have I have tried and tried and tried different types of brats, and honestly, I just like plain. I just like regular brats. Is that the wrong answer, Jolly? If so, I'm sorry. Because you would think that I would like cheese stuffed brats. and I don't know. I just don't think it needs it. When you have really good brats from a butcher's shop in Wisconsin, I don't think you need anything else. Yeah. um, yeah. So on my hot dogs, um, if well, I have another thing I have in my refrigerator is a jar of hot jardinera, and I think that's a very good condiment to have, especially if you're from Chicago. Um, no, see, I don't drink alcohol. I don't like beer. I know the beer probably cooks off, but I don't go for beer stuff. Um, but I like tomato on my hot dog. Am I going to cut up a tomato myself? Probably not. I like mustard on my hot dog, as we've discussed, and I like hot jardinera. Hot jardinera is basically pickled vegetables with jalapenos and other pickled vegetables type of things, and that's kind of it. Kind of like takes the place of relish. So I like putting that on my hot dog. Sometimes I'll put it on a chicken sandwich if I get one. Sometimes I'll put it on a burger. Um, that's kind of interesting, right? Because whether I'm getting a regular hot dog or a Polish sausage or a bratwurst, I like them all. But I put mustard, just regular yellow mustard, on every single one of those. And really, you could just put regular yellow mustard with nothing else, and I'd be fine. Um, Like Ratmus and I just tried filet mignon Polish sausages from Omaha Steaks. Those were really good, especially cooked on the grill. Isn't there some type of hot dog that has mayo on it, like a Sonora dog or something like that? Yeah, that sounds gross to me, but maybe with other things, I don't know. But yeah, it's like I don't know. What condiments do I have in my fridge that I consider to be like essential condiments that I can't live without? Yellow mustard, barbecue sauce. I always like to have a good barbecue sauce. My favorite is KC Masterpiece. I guess. Um, Hot jardinera. I try to get hot mustard. Obviously not McDonald's hot mustard. I found a hot mustard. It's called Mister Mustard's sweet and hot mustard. I think it's called. It's pretty good. I guess it's my preferred hot mustard that I can find. Like I can't. It's kind of some of these things are kind of hard to find. I have to go to certain stores to get them. Um, Garlic aioli, if you can find it, is a good thing to have. Um, yes. The spicy chili crisp, like I said, totally essential. Um, and actually, I have kind of recently found this garlic teriyaki sauce. And again, I like garlic okay. I'm not like a super big fan of garlic. Like I don't like a shitload of garlic, but I like garlic. I mainly got it because I wanted to find a teriyaki sauce to have, and I found this garlic teriyaki sauce. It's kind of hard to find. Like I found it on Amazon because I couldn't find it in my local grocery store. I found it at some other grocery store. Anyways, it's it's very salty, but sometimes I like it. Sometimes I put it on like nuggets. The something of war. The dogs of war. That's another thing I guess I didn't, well, I've talked about it before, but not tonight, is I like cooking frozen chicken nuggets in my air fryer oven, and I tried a bunch of different brands, and the brand that I like is called Pilgrim Chicken Nuggets. If you're getting frozen chicken nuggets, I highly recommend that brand. So then what sauce do I use? It depends on my mood. So I've got the KC Masterpiece Barbecue. I've got the Sweet Hot Mr. Mustard. Sometimes I'll get, Buffalo Wild Wings sells some sauces. Sometimes I'll get Asian Zing from there. And then sometimes I'll use the garlic teriyaki. And then Ratmus, for some reason, bought me this insanely, insanely spicy sauce. But, it's nothing to Luna. But it's like a really, really, really spicy sauce that he got me for some damn reason. And now I gotta use it. Oh, jeez. I don't... fuck. I don't know, Jolly. Damn it, this was supposed to be the last game, and I don't know if we're going to finish out this thing, but whatever. 10,000 Island, yeah. Hey, Lizard. Yeah, that's another thing, is like, what am I trying to say here? What am I trying to say here? McDonald's burgers are not good. I think we can all agree on that. But what is it about them? Like, for me, once in a while, I will crave a Big Mac. And the reason I'm craving a Big Mac is because of that sauce. And once in a while, I will crave a Quarter Pounder with cheese. And the reason I'm craving a Quarter Pounder with cheese is because of the ketchup and onions that are on it. And I know, and again, I don't love ketchup, and most of the time I shouldn't be eating onions, but sometimes, a couple times, once in a while, I don't know if it's like one of those comfort food things, or I don't know, it's not a pregnancy crave thing because I ain't pregnant, but it's like sometimes my mouth is, or my body or my stomach is just like, you know what? I want that taste. And I'm like, why? Why do you want that taste? And my body's just like, fuck you, get it. I said you want it, now get it. You want the taste of that specific burger with that specific cheese and that ketchup and onions for some reason, or that sauce. And it's just a once in a while, yeah. And if they still had the hot mustard sauce that I loved, which maybe your guys' McDonald's has it, mine certainly doesn't. Now Cosmix has it, and Ratmus got me some. But the reason why I like McDonald's McNuggets is not because of the McNuggets. They taste like shit, really. It's the sauce. You know that famous Star Trek episode, Come On Eileen? And yet, Doom, Ratmus and I used to get Buffalo Wild Wings all the time because Ratmus used to come over on Thursdays to stream, and on Thursdays they had their deal with boneless wings. And that's all I want is boneless wings. But now, since he doesn't come over on Thursday, you can't get the deal anymore. They're too damn expensive. I ain't going there. So I haven't had Buffalo Wild Wings in fucking years. Equinox. Well, that's what I meant to say. That's okay. Barry's got enough Porsches. I should have named myself Senna. Why didn't I name myself Senna? Then we would have won. All right. Well, it's late, and I think I'm done playing. Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed the late night. It was not a pizza party, but it was a food party. It was a talking about food party. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets. I like chicken nuggets. I don't like wings. I like my chicken nuggets. What else is going on? I guess that's it. Yeah, well, actually, one time, well, normally what Ratmus and I would do is we would order the wings, the boneless wings, and we would go pick them up and we would eat them here, right? But one time, me and Ratmus were visiting Ratmus's friend Curse in the town where he lives, and we went out to a Buffalo Wild Wings and we actually ate there at the Buffalo Wild Wings, sat down, got a menu and everything. And actually, that wasn't the only time I did that. But this time I didn't have wings or boneless wings. I think I had a shrimp po' boy. I think they had a shrimp po' boy on the menu. I don't remember if it was a limited time thing or what. I probably can go find the picture of it somewhere. But I was like, wow, you got a full menu. You got a shrimp po' boy. I love it. I'll try it. Nice. So yeah. And then also when I was at Curse's house, Doom, I had Popeye's chicken, and this was before they had their chicken sandwich. So I just got tenders. I think I just got regular chicken tenders with mashed potatoes. Um, and even that is good, like I said. You can't go wrong with Popeye's chicken. Well, I think now I don't want to. Again, this is totally a safe space. But I think that Zoda said he tried the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes and didn't like it. And I'm not going to shame him or anything. This is 1 a.m. This is a safe space. But wait, it wasn't you? Then who was it? I swear it was Zoda. Really? You didn't say that? Oh well. Anyways, I'm just gonna go around saying that Popeye's chicken is fucking amazing and can do no wrong. So no, I mean whoever it was has their own opinion, but I'm whatever. All right, I'm. Thanks for watching the weird late night stream, which will never happen again. And tomorrow I'll try to do a stream of some F Zero. It's good to see you guys all again. Jolly and Lizard and obviously Doom and Zoda, but there were some other people here who came in that I thought I hadn't seen in a while. Anyways, that's the end of the stream. Bye, everyone. Go get some late night food if you can, or go to sleep.